Hello, I'm Leanne Frame, recently hired at Acme Widget as the Organizational Communications Manager. I'm presenting today to the Acme leadership team and the senior staff about organizational communications, what it is, and why it's important for the growth of the company. What is organizational communications? Influenced by goals and purposes of an organization, it is a subfield of a larger communication studies and often a component to effective management in an organization. In other words, it is a process where the activities of a collective group work together to reach the goals of everyone involved. What are the functions of organizational communications in a business? First, motivation. Management uses communications to motivate employees. When management sets expectations of employees by offering incentives to reach goals. Secondly, control. Written policies and procedures help communicate what is expected of the employees and how they should behave. Third, interaction. Communications help employees interact with each other and with customers. Employees need to communicate with each other to get a job done. Employees may also interact socially. Fourth, provide information. A memo can be sent out to employees with information that pertains to their jobs, like new procedures or a change in company benefits. And fifth, provide feedback. Giving and receiving feedback on work-related issues or where input is needed from employees. In slide 2, I mentioned a definition of integrated communications. The process where the activities of a collective group work together to reach the goals of everyone involved. IMC efforts are to create a seamless experience for consumers and to have core image and messaging work together as a unified whole. Prior to IMC, marketing was relayed to large segments utilizing mass media. Presently, most corporations allocate budgeting for promotions, branding, public relations, and advertising. Marketing is viewed more as a two-way communication between marketers and consumers with increased segmentation of consumer preferences. The tools of IMC, traditional means of advertising, may still be used, but now marketers must decide on appropriate combinations of traditional and digital communications with the use of search engine optimization, banner ads, webinars, and blogs. The benefits of IMC. Brand awareness, where we can effectively communicate brand messaging across several communication channels. Cost effective as consumers spend more time on computers and are likely to interact with brands. Competitive advantage, most useful for small, mid-sized companies with limited staff and budget. Not only between businesses and consumers, IMC helps bridge the communication between employer and employee. IMC can also create a seamless purchasing experience that will win loyalty and lifelong customers. Why is transparency important? Being transparent means working in such a manner that the organization's actions are clear and visible to anyone outside of the organization. The three primary functions of transparency: information disclosure, clarity, and accuracy. The degree of an organization's transparency is determined by the organization's communication norms and practices. Transparency holds the organization accountable for its actions. What is the connection between targeted messaging strategies and corporate branding? Targeted messaging strategy, a positioning statement that addresses the target market's most pressing problems by stating a benefit, such as why the target market should care about your service, solution, or company, with several supporting claims. For example, Microsoft Windows 3.0 transforms the way you use a PC. Support points explain your statement with answers and provide a structure for product or service demonstration. Corporate branding. Corporate branding uses your organization's name and reputation to gain consumers as opposed to using the selling points of a product, and emphasizes your organization as the best choice for products or services. Both are intended to enhance demand. Both work in tandem. Effective messaging strategies can provide important information to stakeholders while reinforcing the corporate brand. How can organizational communications be used to shape Acme Widgets' brand? Effective communication helps in all facets of business operation, especially employees who can be key audience, as they often are key audience to other audiences. Organizational communications can give clear expectations, build strong relationships, lead to ideas and innovations, allows employees to share downward information about products and services, leads to strong teamwork, allowing them to structure positive work environment to feel comfortable with resolving problems. What strategies can be used to build and or maintain Acme Widget's reputation? Become more transparent. Like explained in a few slides earlier, transparency holds the organization accountable for its actions. Word of mouth, emotional elements such as people's opinion of a corporation are important. Discussing brand with others, online or in person, will impact consumer opinions. A survey showed that online reviews influences audiences. 85% claim to read online customer reviews for local businesses. 37% use the internet to search the local businesses at least once monthly. 65% prefer brands that have a plurality of good online reviews. 79% consider online reviews to be equally as trustworthy as personal recommendations, and 71% say positive reviews increase their trust of a business. Understand the consumer's perception of your products and services. It helps develop and improve performance and customer satisfaction. Monitoring, measuring to make refinements to manage corporate reputation. So I've explained some of the points, and you must be wondering why it's useful to have a dedicated role for organizational communications and widgets. Here's 4 more points to add. Effective messaging plays a significant role in organization's success. Consistent messaging helps readers avoid receiving contradicting or confusing information that would impact the company. And in a crisis situations, we would be able to maintain constant and effective communications with employees in all levels of corporate hierarchy to prevent rumors and false allegations that may mislead employee interactions with the public. And in a crisis situation, you need someone to act swiftly to control and send out clear and consistent messages. Enhances relationship between company and stakeholders. Organizational communications build solid relationships through communications with stakeholders, gaining trust and sustaining a loyal following. Provides clear, positive, mission-driven messages across multiple platforms. Together with public relations, we can manage information between organization and public, such as conferences, press releases, working with press, communications to employees. It also helps with media marketing on how and what information goes through channels of print and or digital media. Transparency. Provide effective messaging by understanding significance of communication tools such as white papers, executive summaries, company profiles. It helps with business ethics, reinforce the principles and values of an organization. That wraps up this presentation about organizational communications. Hope you found it helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you and have a great evening.